What up? What up? What up? I'm hoping you guys can hear me. Uh, Being forced to use my internal microphone here, so I'm hoping that you guys can hear me. Hello, hello, hello. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Let's see if we can make this work. Let's be patient and see if we can actually get some value out of this. Yeah, let's do that. 1 2 1 2 1 2. I already know that you guys can hear me, and I apologize if you can't, but I really need to get this volume right. And I apologize for anything that you may feel that I may say in this live broadcast, because and please believe in no way am I trying to disrespect anyone at all. So let me fix this. Hello, 1 2. Okay, I guess you guys can hear me now. Let's see. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah, okay. So I'm assuming that you guys can hear me now. And again, I do want to apologize in advance if something or anything that I say may be taken out of context, because that is not what I wish to do today. What I wish to do is to try to bring some sort of understanding on a different level of thinking, because we all do not think the same. Let's see if we can get a few more people in. Um, Hope you guys are having a great day. Bless, drinking your water, taking care of yourself. Yeah. Feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to share and like the video. I always like to come in on a positive note. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day and enjoying the weather, no matter how it is outside. As long as you're alive, that's all that matters. There's a lot of people that cannot do the things that we actually are able to do. I'm going to continue to do this sort of a live because I think it's very necessary that we communicate like this. I want to thank you guys for coming in. Invite you to leave a comment in a or drop a super chat, or you can at Boogotti NYC or cash at Boogotti NYC at any time. If you like the content that I'm providing you, that would be most likely appreciated. I try to come with a different perspective and a different mindset so that we can see things from many different perspectives. So the mindset that I am trying to approach today is the ghetto mindset. The ghetto mindset, which is sad to be truthful about it, but it's what we see in front of us is what we acquire, is what we want, is what we try to aspire for. It used to be where, like back in the day, you see the drug dealer, you see his car, you see his clothes, you see his girlfriend, and you want everything that he has. If you're if you don't have anything, of course you're going to want what that person has, the drug dealer or whoever's doing good in your neighborhood. No matter what sort of negativity they may be spewing or displaying in order to ascertain what they're getting, it's kind of like that's almost tolerable because of the fact that they're living in a comfortable world, which is much different than the world that you're probably living in. You see, like back in the day, where you see the drug dealer with the nice car, and he come around the corner, and the music is blasting, and everybody loves him because of the fact that he's shining and he's got his money and he's doing his thing, you know. So the little kid on the corner that can't even get an ice cream cone, this guy may give him $1, may pull out a big fat roll of money. The kids see all of that. Next thing you know, you want to do the same thing that the drug dealer is doing. Or he may not get the dollar or the little bit of money from the drug dealer and have even more envy because now all he can do is see the car or see what the drug dealer is doing from afar and not even understand within communication how the drug dealer is obtaining these things. I like to flip the narrative now. Let's say that it's not a drug dealer. And let's say that it's not a kid. Let's say that it's an aspiring rapper that is approaching or that sees somebody in his neighborhood is actually down with or affiliated in some sort of way, the same clique, knows what he's doing. He has to know that he has this clothing company going, sees him on television, sees his wife. He's going over there to pick up a burger to eat. So automatically we know that he is understanding that this guy is pretty strong in the neighborhood, and videos and his relationships with all of these high-end people is something that's basically going on. You know, he sees all of this. And not only does he see it, but he's interested in it because he does the same thing, or he is aspiring to do the same thing. So now let's take this person and let's let this person approach the already established artist with the hopes of him possibly listening to his music or possibly giving him a shot of even hearing him out. Hey man, this is my single. My name is such and such. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get on. And he's just wanting to hear some positive feedback. Then the next thing you know, the already established person says, I know you. And he takes it negative and probably says a little more about something that he heard about in the neighborhood, or that can be validated. Or even if that is not the case, let's just say that the introduction didn't go as planned, where the guy is non-receptive to being interested in listening to your music, because maybe you know that he knows that you're a snitch, or through some degree of separation you just figured out that he knows that you're a snitch now. So now, with the fact that this guy is already established, has relationships, is known in the music industry that you're trying to get into, as well as in the neighborhood that you're from, and let's say possibly affiliated with the same people that you're affiliated with. These things may set you off to the point where you may think my chances of ever being known is over now. Because no matter what I try to do, this person can call me out. He can make or break me before I even have a chance to ascertain what I am attempting to ascertain. This could be the ghetto mindset, whereas it snaps in where the person just says, you know what? If I can't have it, you can't either. And the result is what we saw. And to ensure that he did what he wanted to do and make sure that it was done, he kept on being aggressive and kept approaching, kept firing, and attempted to make sure that the brother was dead. Um, there's a lot of people that just don't want to see you make it, and they have many different reasons why they don't want to see you make it. It could be because of what I just said about them being in fear that you'll hurt them, and they possibly won't ever get on. That you have enough power to stop their grind, or possibly make it so that they never make it, and you fear that, or you probably just snap and just say, you know what, if I can't do it, you can't either. And that is that mindset, the crab in a basket mindset, which many people have. Many people have it, and they don't really care about your family, the other people that you're responsible for, who you take care of, or anything like that. All they see is what's happening right then and there. Many people can't control what their emotions or their feelings. Now, this is just my idea of a possibility of one instance of how this could have happened. But it seems so prevalent, and it seems like it just makes so much sense with all the evidence that's being brought out now. He also had one of Nipsey's closest friends who was right there, and he said had he been there 3 seconds earlier, he would have seen the whole thing go down, because I think he had just went to go get a sandwich or go pick up some food that he had ordered. And the next thing you know, this guy came back firing. So Eric Holder, you have really hurt a lot of people besides the person that you killed. There's so many other people that are gonna not be able to receive the blessing of our brother and just have the chance to see who he was as a person. And he didn't have a chance to finish a lot of things that he probably wanted to do. So yeah, it's within us to try to continue in the memory of, but again, all I can say is try to be the best person that you are. Be the best person that you could be, and protect yourself and your family, and try and just take care of yourself and the closest people around you, because you're not responsible for everybody. You can try your best, but you have to be very careful in the people that you try to help, because some people, even when you try to help them, you never know what's enough, and they will never probably be satisfied, or you may never be able to even appease them or appeal to what they're looking for. So you have to be very selective in how you go about helping people, especially the people that you help. Because when you become a person in the public eye, it honestly comes to a point where it's like you can't help enough. And people always feel as if you kind of owe them because you're doing okay. And that may not have been the case. Because only up until right now they're playing the music. Is there much more exposure? And, did things pick up? Just like Biggie said, you're nobody until somebody kills you. And that's what's happening now. Why you see a lot of people wanting to buy his clothing, a lot of his music being played. And it's sad that the world is like this. but it's the world that we live in. Hopefully, we can learn from this. We always try to say that when we find a big death or a major occurrence, that we should try to change and look within and try to make ourselves better. All I'm saying is this is another chance for us to do that. And again, this is just my take on the possibility of how it happened and why. I appreciate you guys, and I want to thank you for coming. Have a good day. Enjoy yourself. It's your boy Boogotti NYC. Hit them up live. Get them! Like I always say, appreciate you for coming because you couldn't win anywhere else. But you chose to come and hang out with me, so appreciate that. One.